Hello everyone and welcome back to the finale of the Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair Blind Free Time Event Roundup. Oh yeah, that was clean. Anyway, in the last one we spent time with Mikan and it made me manically depressed. And now, I'm gonna spend time with another man who is gonna make me manically depressed. Nagito! Yay! Nagito. So, before we get started with the main episode, as this is the finale, kinda. There's gonna be a few changes going forward, and by a few changes, I mean, I'm literally just gonna tell you the schedule and how it's not gonna change, but it is, you know, pre-recording these, I don't even know what the schedule is gonna be. So it's not really a schedule change, but at the end of the episode, I will tell you about the upcoming schedule. And by schedule, I mean the order of things, rather than, yes, this is going to be happening, this, and this day, and this is going to be happening, this, and this. And I will also be doing my top 3 and bottom 3 free time events. Well, not really events, because that would imply that I'm picking a specific event. But you know, free time event collections. Or free time characters, free time. Top 3 character free time events. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's just get down to business, eh? Alright, what are we constructing here? Rope, black flower, white flower, gold, silver. So what was that again? Rope and black flowers. I don't think I needed to make these before. How many of those do I need? 2? Cool. I'd need some white flowers, and that's that. Rope, I need... what? Anyway, I don't need 1 rope. Well... okay. Rope got. Yeah, well, fuck it. Let's wait. Can we get silver elsewhere? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Yeah, you can go there. You can go there. You guys can get out of your house. Stop being lazy bums. We'll put a Akane there. Chiaki can clean. Sonia, you can go there. Yoko, you can go there. Mihiru, Buki. Sure. Get going. God damn, getting gold. Ugh. You disgust me, guys. Yeah. Hey. Nagito. Oh boy. I have no idea, honestly, what to expect from this jit. I'm expecting insanity. I'm not gonna lie. You must be really bored to actually come talk to me. It's fine. Let's just walk around the island together like before. I spent some time with Nagito today, exploring the island. Well, at least it was normal. I guess Nagito and I grew closer today. Yeah, let's give him a prezi. Well, I have a number of items that are just called hope. So, have a hardtack of hope. Hajime, I don't know how to say this, but this is the first time I've ever received a gift that made me this happy. Thank you. What? Hajime, are you feeling sick? Huh? No, not at all.
I see. It's okay. I thought you looked pale or something. Thought something was worrying you. But it'd be weird if you weren't worrying in a situation like this.
Nagito's just laughing in a carefree way. It's creeping me out, man. Nuh-uh. Anytime Nagito laughs, bad news, bad news. But seeing him laugh like that was enough to distract me from my worries.
What? Is something wrong?
No... How should I put it? I was just thinking about all the ways you've been helping me so far. Is this supposed to have taken place in Chapter 1? By any chance? Thank you.
No, I haven't done anything to receive your thanks. But for someone like me to be useful to you, and to even receive your words of gratitude, makes me happy.
Yeah, well, that tracks. As long as Nagito thinks he's getting complimented by an ultimate, right? Wink, wink. Normal guy Hajime over here. God, yeah, we're gonna have,
Hajime, you suck.
Nagito. Which is a bit weird. Haven't seen him in a while. You're being too hard on yourself.
I mean, my talent is just having good luck. It's not like it comes from hard work, and it's not like I can use it to do anything amazing.
Yeah, right.
Regardless of how lucky I am, nor if the luck even exists, I'm just too unimpressive to truly matter. Unlike you guys.
Why do you sound so happy about that? I don't know. I think Nagito just kind of likes getting stepped on, to be honest. It's possible that my talent might be more meaningless than yours, you know? I mean, I can't even remember what it is.
That's not true. I'm sure you have an amazing talent.
This comment has aged poorly.
I mean, if you didn't, you wouldn't have been accepted into Hope's Peak Academy.
This is kind of weird, right? How comes no one seems to know about the reserve course, but it's also like this prestigious school offering places to regular people? Surely everyone would know about it, no? It seems to know about it in the anime too. This isn't. I know a lot of people are like, oh man, anime retcons so many things. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I believe. Oh my god. I believe that personally. But that's not so... The reserve course is something that exists here, and it isn't a secret in this game. Like... Could you not have written around that fact? Because no one knows what the reserve course is. And Hajime is the same age as these guys, right? So it was... It was a thing before they entered Hope's Peak. It wasn't like, oh, in our second year, the reserve course started. I don't know. That's a weird plot hole. Same thing with, like, the whole Mihiru Fuyuhiko thing, but... yeah, it's not that big a deal, I guess. Somehow, when I see the way Nagito doesn't doubt me at all, I start to believe he's right. Wow. More things that have aged poorly. He really does help me in so many ways. Comments that have aged poorly.
I know. If you'd like, let me help you remember. Let's see. A talent that suits Hajime. What about the ultimate serenity?
Which part of me did you look at to come up with a title like that? I don't know, man. I really don't know. Is that even a useful ability? Cough, cough, ultimate moral compass.
I'm pretty sure the ability to bring serenity to others just by being there is really amazing.
Well, actually, that's a pretty good analysis of what Hajime does for people, isn't it?
Let's see. What about the ultimate clumsy student?
Nah, that's me, Con. No, considering that I suddenly forgot what my talent was, that might be fairly accurate.
And what about the ultimate scatterbrain?
Don't go that far. I don't want an ultimate talent like that. God, can you imagine getting scouted by Hope's Peak as, like, the ultimate fuck-up? You know? Oh, that'd be bad for the ego.
Hey, don't take it seriously. It was just a little joke. Then, what about the ultimate spiky hair?
That's not an ability at all! Cough cough ultimate princess.
I know, right?
Hey! You making fun of me? Making fun of Hajime?
It's gonna be fine. I'm positive you have a talent that's brimming with hope.
Jeez, he's totally messing with me. With that last one, yeah. But thanks to him, my feelings are lighter than they ever were. Could it be? Was that his goal all along? Again, with Nagito, really hard to tell. So, maybe he's a good person after all. Well, I guess it's too early to say. I need to get to know him better from now on. God, in V3, I'm going to need to do the, like, whoever clings to Kaede's side right away, I'm going to need to do at least one of their free time events. Because it seems like you kind of have to. I mean, who knows? Maybe in V3 there'll be the tutorial and they'll force you to do it. Like with Sayaka. Or they'll do it like this game and let you have free reign, but quite clearly suggest that you do someone's. I hope we get to understand each other better, even if it's just a little bit at a time. Oh, Hajime, be careful what you wish for. Do I wish I knew more about Nagito? Maybe, also maybe not. I was completely exhausted from hanging out with Nagito all day, so I returned to my room. Yeah, God, hanging out with this guy pretending to be normal was just so tiring. Oh, how could I possibly go on? Oh God, I'm gonna need a lot of water, I think, before this episode is done. Ugh, I've got all these done in 2 days. Like, holy shit. It's really not doing well on the voice. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Like, I can cycle through them, and yeah, eventually it hurts, but I can still cycle through them without too much trouble. But now when I'm just speaking in one voice, it actually hurts more. Which is kind of weird. I don't know why that's how it is. He's really hard on himself, but he's really calm and easygoing. Woo! We get along well, and being with him brightens my mood. Oh, I just want to get to know him a little better. Oh! Again, comments that have aged poorly. Hello, Nagito. Is his first message going to change, or is it going to be the same thing? Nah, same thing. I don't know, I guess I just expected it to be a little crazier. Anyway, yeah, we have a piece of jewelry that's called Hope, right? And I can't not give it to him. Especially since this is like yeah, another Hope. Have another Hope.
Hajime, I don't know how to say this, but this is the first time I've ever received a gift that made me this happy. Thank you.
To be honest, I don't even know why I thought about talking to him. But I feel like the more I left him alone, the bigger my worries would start to grow.
You have such a scary look on your face. You don't have to be so cautious, you know. I won't do anything.
As he said that, he smiled at me. Why is this guy... No, thinking about it is a waste of time.
You thinking about doing something to me? That's wonderful. I'm totally up for it. I don't mind at all.
Don't mess with me. I'll never go along with your plans.
That's a problem. I don't want you guys to lose sight of yourselves because you doubt and hate me. I just want to see you guys embody hope.
There it is again. What in the world is this hope you keep talking about? What are you planning to make us do?
Oh, why am I so misunderstood? I just want to believe in hope, you know? You should think about it seriously for once. What do you think hope is?
He's right. I've never really given it much thought. Hope. For him, hope is... It's the opposite of despair! Oh, what? Hope is the opposite of despair, right?
Of course not! Despair isn't something as grand as hope. Despair is so small and inconsequential. Just like me when I'm around you guys.
If that's not it, well, I guess it's hope is absolute good. Hope is absolute good?
That's right. That's exactly it. And you guys have the potential to embody it. Do you understand? Hope is a positive force. Everything created by it is an absolute good.
Well, if we're going to take this angle with it, I'm actually kind of interested to actually get a look into Nagito's ideology. Because I think maybe part of the reason I've not been so fussed about Nagito like the rest of the fandom, it's like, yeah, he's the crazy hope man, but it's like, I know nothing about him and his crazy hope obsession, he sure does like hope and wants to be hope. Actually, putting it in that perspective, calling himself Ultimate Hope is like calling himself the ultimate absolute good. Alright, Nagito, I know what you were trying to do with, killing the ultimate despairs in Chapter 5, but good god, dude, can you get much more big-headed?
As long as the seeds of hope have been planted, I will gladly kill someone who will be killed in return.
Clearly his morality spectrum isn't quite normal either. I don't think most people are going to say killing comes under absolute good. But then again, Nagito did also try to blow up Hope's Peak just to get some extra time on the exams in the anime, so...
The fact that I'm alive right now is already hope!
That's no use. I definitely don't understand what he's talking about at all. But even so, all I can say is... It doesn't seem like he's trying to trick or trap anyone for the sake of his selfish desires. That's why this is especially troublesome. Or troubling. Yeah, he's an earnest psychopath.
Are we done talking, Hajime? That's disappointing. But we can still talk anytime, right? After all, we're both friends who yearn for hope.
Yeah. Totally. After listening to Nagito, I quickly left the area. But calling hope absolute good does... Beyond the whole...
Call me the ultimate hope
thing. It does sort of put into perspective what he's talking about. All the times he goes on and on and on about hope. To him, it's absolute good, right? So, when he says he's trying to create hope, or inspire hope, or that we are hope, or we are symbols of hope, I guess what he's trying to say then is that we are paragons of what is good and what is right. And everything he does is for a greater good, I suppose? Everything we do is for a greater good. I suppose that's how you can take the killing thing then. Where it's absolute good because it feeds into an absolute good, not necessarily because the action itself is absolute good. He's not trying to trick anyone for selfish reasons. That's what makes him so creepy. When he flashes that carefree smile, I can't understand a single word he says. Yeah, that's Nagito in a nutshell, eh? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I'll be with you in a second, Nagito. I just need to cleanse my throat before you kill it again. Oh, joyous day. Come on, Nagito. Come on, Nagito! Spend time with me. Spend time with me! You bastard. Yeah, well, you're the last one, Nagito. You're the last one. Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it. We started with Chiaki and ended with Nagito. I hadn't really thought about that. What a coincidence. He'd probably be into the Hope's Peak ring, right? Fuck it. Have it!
Huh? Is it really okay to accept this? Just thinking about the bad luck that's waiting for me is making me feel all tingly.
What does that mean? That reminds me. Yeah, that reminds me. Your talent is being the ultimate lucky student, right? Oddly fitting!
I happen to think it's extremely boring.
For someone who's lucky, you still got dragged into this mess. Doesn't that seem ironic to you?
Yeah, not at all. This is simply the beginning of hope.
Huh?
I was born with a unique type of hope. This current situation is foreshadowing the ultimate luck that will be arriving afterward.
What do you mean?
If everything that's happening now seems like bad luck, it's all going to result in good luck in the end. As long as I exist, that'll definitely happen. So, I can't help feeling excited.
Oh god, great, now I'm getting hiccups.
I can't help feeling excited for what's going to happen. Seeing my beloved embodiments of hope trapped on this island and forced to kill each other so pathetically. It's all just a preparation for the good luck that will arrive in the end. I'm going mad from excitement!
You know, I think you went mad from a lot of other things too.
Huh? You look confused.
Isn't that obvious? He thinks the bad luck happening right now is just a preparation for good luck? What's wrong with him? It's weirdly an optimistic sort of thing to hear from Nagito. It's like, well, bad stuff's happening now. I guess good stuff's gonna happen in the future. Which, he's right, isn't he? I wonder if it's penned down to ultimate luck that Nagito and everyone else is revived in the end. I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Then allow me to give you an example. Let's say you end up in a car accident and hospitalized. On its own, this would seem like bad luck, right?
Well, it could be a bit more than luck if you're just a terrible driver, but sure, say it was all luck, yeah. Well, yeah.
But then you meet a lovely nurse at the hospital and ended up becoming a lovey-dovey happy couple. Doesn't this ending mean it was all good luck?
I mean, no, but yes. Luck is such a weird thing to quantify, because you can't. Luck is an entirely abstract concept, but I mean, you can look at it that way, sure. There's nothing wrong with looking at it that way either. Well, maybe.
You never would have met her at all if you hadn't experienced the bad luck of getting in a car accident.
Also not necessarily true. But yeah, hypothetically.
Isn't that right? That's always been my experience. The bigger the bad luck I experienced at first, the good luck that comes afterward is so big that it wipes out all of that bad luck.
Does that really happen to you?
Didn't I tell you? That is the talent I possess. That's why I'm called the ultimate lucky student.
So that's why no matter what happens, he's always acting happy and upbeat. Because while there's something bad going on, he knows there's something good coming around the corner. I wonder if that played into his plan a little bit there in Chapter 5. That it was good luck that got him killed by Chiaki, but in turn, bad luck that we figured it all out and killed her instead of letting us all die. It's probably giving Nagito a little too much power. But, you know, Nagito's kind of bullshit, so no matter who is killed, it's just overshadowed by good luck later. Even though it's only a little bit, I sort of understand Nagito's belief. Yeah, no, I get it. But he's definitely messed up. It's hard to imagine that there'll be a day when we're able to really understand each other. Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe at the end of the next 2 event. Wait, is it 2? Yeah, it is 2. It's only 2. Maybe at the end of those 2, you'll fully understand him. Probably not, though. But hey, I mean, you were pretty buddy-buddy in Danganronpa 3's finale. I left Nagito and decided to go back to my room for the time being. Bing bong. Should I do the Usami voice now that it's the final episode? Maybe. Maybe in the last announcement I'll do the Usami voice. Why the fuck not? Yeah, wait, how many of these do I need? I need 2. There we go. 2 ropes. So I need 2 more gold. 2 black flowers. Well, actually I need 4 black flowers. Otherwise, pretty much solid. Black flower. Oh. Cool. Done. So Oh. Did we need black flower? Oh. Do we need white flowers to make the black flower? Yeah, we did. Okay. Okay. So we need 2 more gold and 4 more white flowers. Nice, okay. Gold we can find back here, right? Yeah. So, stick around, I guess. Yeah, seems fine to me. Yeah, seems good to me. Although, wow, that's a lot of white flour. No gold though. No fucking gold. God damn it, guy. I'm never gonna find this fucking gold ever. When I need gold, it's just never there. God, I really could have milked gold to become a meme, but Nagito believes that whenever he experiences terrible luck, a much greater hope always comes afterward. Is that why he always acts so carefree no matter what happens? I mean, if you only see things as bad luck, then the only thing that can happen in your future is good luck. If you want to look at it that way. Doesn't really make any sense, but you could look at it that way. Okay, well, I can't give you another hard tack of hope, Nagito, because you only have 1 of those. So I guess you're gonna get another hope, but tush. You know, it's a pun, because I'm gonna give him another hope item, but the item that I'm about to give him is called Another Hope. Yeah.
This is quite interesting. Thanks, I'll take good care of it. To tell you the truth, I'm really happy, Hajime. With everything you've learned about me, you're still talking to me like this.
Don't get the wrong idea. I'm just a coward. I'm scared to leave someone like you alone when I don't understand you at all.
Personally, I think it shows great courage to try to understand something you don't understand. You are definitely someone who embodies hope. I wonder what kind of light your talent is going to unleash. I really want to find out soon.
Who cares about me? Let's talk about you. Is that a line from Food Fight? Who cares about me? Let's talk about you. Some shit like that. I don't know why, that just clicked in my head.
Sure thing. I'll talk about anything you want. Hopefully not a shitty movie. I've already seen enough shitty movies in this playthrough. Wizard of Monami filled me with so much despair. Something. So let's start talking about the moment I came into this world.
You remember that? Do you even remember that?
Yeah, good point. Before that, can I ask you something? What do you think good luck is?
Good luck, huh? I'm not really sure I understand, but I think what Nagito's trying to say is... Absolute power! Absolute power! Oh my god, that's the right answer! You trying to say good luck is absolute power?
Precisely! For me, that's exactly what good luck is.
Okay, that explains a lot about his unbridled belief in himself. Well, to do with his talent. He doesn't believe in himself, he believes in his talent.
Regardless, it's a power that has terrible results due to the fact that I can't wield it with my own will.
An absolute power you can't wield with your own will? Isn't that a dangerous thing to have? Oh, I see. It's just how Nagito views it.
Yeah. Now then, let's start talking about me. Where should I start? I know. This happened when I was in elementary school.
Oh god, Nagito, you're gonna do what I do? And you just throw random stories in?
One day, my family and I were planning to board an airplane from the San Cristobal Airport.
What in the world is that? No idea.
But surprise, surprise! After we boarded, the airplane was hijacked. Don't you think that's the worst luck? But surprisingly, a meteorite fell at exactly the right time. Well, for a meteorite, it was only the size of a closed fist. Anyway, that falling meteorite struck the hijacker and prevented any further problems. Don't you think that's an amazing act of good luck?
Yes, that's fucking insane. How did it get in?
But the meteorite also hit my parents and they died instantly. Oh my god! Don't you think that's a terrible act of bad luck? But in the end, I obtained my freedom and an immense inheritance. See, it was really amazing good luck all along, right?
What the fuck? No! Nagito spoke about this event so optimistically, and my understanding just couldn't keep up with him. A plane hijacking and a meteorite, and his parents died right in front of him! In spite of all that, this story has given off serious Yasuhiro hamburger vibes.
There was also this one time in middle school when I was kidnapped by a murderer. Man, don't you think that's just the worst luck? But coincidentally, I found a lottery ticket inside a trash bag that the murderer stuffed me in. After I was safely taken in by the police, I checked out the numbers without giving it much thought. Surprise! I won $300 million! Even I was amazed by this splendid act of good luck.
Jesus Christ, 300 million yen? And if... Oh god, if we're converting that from dollars to yen instead, that's 30 billion yen, roughly. Jesus Christ! Regardless, that's enormous. Does the lottery even give away that much? It's no use, my head's starting to hurt.
And right before I entered Hope's Peak Academy, I got hit by a truck. No, I shouldn't tell this story. Actually, right before I came to Hope's Peak, I was at this vending machine. And I think my coin must have got stuck or something. So I tapped the vending machine. And while I was waiting for the can to come out, Kazuichi got hit by a van. And then all the sodas in the entire vending machine came out. It was bad luck for Kazuichi, but I had soda for life. Get it? 'Cause Kazuichi soda? Oh, it crack me up sometimes. All of that just for a little pun. And recalling something that happened in the anime, but I wouldn't be able to remember it because that would be a school memory. It's impertinent of me to burden you with all this because of my pointless situation. Is that what impertinent means? No, I guess it is. Yeah, okay.
After dominating the conversation, Nagito just left. I feel like I still don't know much about him, but it seems like he has an understandable reason for his blind faith toward Hope. Yeah, he's kind of in this similar situation to Akane, right? Where he's like so blissfully indulged in his own world that it's like, oh yeah, all this bad stuff happening to me, it's not that big a deal. With Nagito, I can actually get it a lot more, right? Because instead of it just being, oh yeah, I'm dumb, so I don't get it. With Nagito, it's like,
there's always something better waiting around the corner for me.
So, but my general point there is that it makes more sense with Nagito. I think. No, not I think. To me, it makes more sense. I feel like I was at least able to understand that. Well, I don't know about Hope, though. I certainly understand his attitude towards luck, though. I was completely exhausted, so I left the area. Good God, we're on his last one, aren't we? Nagito, your free time events were really fucking short, dude.
Everyone, it's nighttime. Please get plenty of rest so you can do your very best again tomorrow. Good night.
Night, Usami. Don't know why I did that in a deep voice. What's up, Becco? Spirit Bomb. Well, about to get this man's underwear. In the past, his good luck was always preceded by horrific bad luck. I can sort of understand why he feels just blind devotion toward hope. Yeah, I don't know about hope, because his definition of hope is absolute good, right? But I guess then, because if he believes luck to be absolute power, and he believes luck to be his hope, because it's a talent, then whatever comes from his luck must be absolute good, because it's hope. Yeah? I guess I can rationalize it that way. Kind of. Yeah, no, yeah, okay. Okay, I guess that makes sense. So anything that his luck brings has to be good, because it's hope, and he believes in hope because he believes in his luck. Why did I go into my presents? I haven't got his underwear yet. Like, okay, I kind of get it. Well, I mean, I guess I'll make the first one. Just need more gold! Come on, guys. I only need to do this for one more day. Please, find some gold. Don't do me like this, guys. I just need the gold. I literally just need gold. Please. Please. Come on! We're not going to finish this series with a rousing success. But we are going to finish it with a rousing Nagito! Gonna give him another fucking hope ring. Or the Hope's Peak ring. Yes, it's not really a hope ring. No. I lost all my enthusiasm for that potential joke. I mean, this episode has been peppered with really, really shit jokes and puns. I'm sorry, they're not even really related to Nagito. Just the hope, man. Just hope.
This is exciting.
Yeah, really puts that one into perspective, eh?
Hajime, why are you... No, the reason doesn't matter. No, I just want to feel grateful for this good luck. I want to be thankful that there's someone who's interested in trash like me.
In saying that, funnily enough, we can link this right back to Chapter 3 as well. One of the surprisingly nicest moments with Nagito that I remember very distinctly is that time in Chapter 3 when, he's dying and he tells you that he doesn't ever want to see you again, or he tells Hajime he never wants to see him again, and he doesn't want Hajime to stay there. Like, obviously, you know, out of context, I suppose that sounds kind of weird, but, you know, because of the whole liar's disease. I don't know, there's something really, like, Nagito's a really tricky one, I'm not gonna lie, because all of that kindness, right, and, like, that, I don't want to call it sweetness, but sure, the sweetness from what I just described immediately flies out the window as soon as he's like, oh, Hajime has no talent, huh? Gross. Like, but at the same time, it's like Nagito views... From what I can gather, Nagito believes there are like two different people in the world, or two different types. Those who possess talent, and those that do not. Everyone who possesses talent is great and worthy of ultimate respect. Whereas everyone else is human garbage, and not worth the air they breathe. And because he counts himself in there, right? As, like, talentless and worthless and whatnot. But that's still not a good thing. Like, that doesn't mean it's a nice ideology. Fundamentally, if you've watched my Danganronpa 1 playthrough, you know that I'm very much aligned with Taka's ideology, that there's no such thing as talent. That everything is a skill you build upon. Or it should be. Obviously, there is a degree of natural talent of being a thing, but it's not something that should be heralded. Which, you know, puts me at odds with Nagito. I will never agree with him on anything, because our ideologies are simply incompatible. I kind of see where he's coming from, at least, but... I don't know. I'm never gonna like Nagito, I think is what I'm trying to say. Because we're just too different. Like, I like Nagito, but I don't like Nagito. Do you know what I mean? Good character, but I don't like him as a person. Do you know what I mean? I've said my pieces of criticism on how Nagito is really used. Like, he's barely there and barely does anything, and then boom! Chapter 5, he's a bigger threat than Monokuma was for the entirety of the game. Which is nice, like, it adds a huge block of drama for Chapter 5, but, you know, Nagito doesn't do anything in Chapters 2 or 3, except be smug and be like, yeah, I know the answer. In Chapter 1, he sets up the murder, which is pretty important. In Chapter 4, he's a smug arsehole. And then Chapter 5, he goes off the rails. And I'm mixed on it. I think it's fine. I can see why. Well, no. Finally, I feel like Nagito, my opinions on Nagito kind of mirror my opinion on this game as a whole. It's like, I can totally see why some people would be like, oh yeah, I love Nagito. He's my favorite character. I think he's so cool. Well, okay, usually it's a little more complex than cool. Usually it is because he's complex, and I'll give him that. Nagito is layered. In a simple way. In a simple way, he's layered, but he has an ideology, and this has somewhat explained his ideology. But I kind of don't see him being this, whoa, best character in the franchise. Again, okay, maybe I'm, maybe this comment isn't going to age very well in light of V3. Again, at the time of recording this, the game's been out in the West for like 4 months at this point, I think. And I've heard nothing about it in terms of like popularity and shit. But still, I kind of just don't get Nagito being this fan favorite. Like, at least to the degree that he is. Like, I really don't get it. The reason I'm here is because I wanted to hear the rest of what you were going to say earlier.
I don't mind. It's no big deal anyway. Like I said before, my parents are dead.
You did say that, yeah.
Since I had no other relatives, it took direct action against me.
What does it mean?
My diagnosis.
Huh?
Stage 3 malignant lymphoma. And to top it off, it's accompanied by frontotemporal dementia.
Huh? What, excuse me? I don't know what lymphoma... You know what? This is the last episode. I'm gonna go look it up. Alright. Let's see here. Internet, can you please tell me what is lymphoma? Well, the first thing that comes up is lymphoma cancer. Oh, it's cancer that begins in okay. Oh! Oh! Ooh. Well, I guess it's a good thing that it sounds like Nagito smokes 3 packs a day whenever I speak as him. Jesus Christ. Alright, so Nagito has cancer, and he has dementia! Oh! Oh! Oh, actually, that explains... Oh, shit. Now, I don't know if frontotemporal dementia is, like, actually the name for it. I don't know if that's actually real. I feel like it has to be, right? But dementia like that does affect your behavior. And I'm not going to say it's indicative of, say, bombing multiple locations. But I'm also not saying that violence isn't indicative of that sort of dementia, or at least violent thoughts and other such disruptive personality traits. That has suddenly explained a lot. Huh?
Even now, my brain is deteriorating bit by bit while I'm speaking to you.
Jesus Christ. So not only do you wake up from the Neo World program with a robot arm, you're going to die. You are straight up going to die. You're kidding me, right?
My life expectancy is between half a year to a year. But right after I was diagnosed, I was accepted into Hope's Peak Academy.
Ultimate luck. And ultimate hope, eh?
I believe that balanced things out. But now these killings are occurring, you know? As soon as my life ended the final round, it's quickly become a roller coaster ride. But it's gonna be alright. No matter the bad luck that happens, good luck always lies just beyond it. The reason I'm alive is because I always believe there's hope. No matter what. Do you understand me now? Hajime?
Yes. Honestly, like, it was fine before with just it being an ideology, like,
yeah, this is just how I see things.
But with that on top of everything else, yeah. No, I think I get it. I think I get it, Nagito. No matter what his reasons were, I couldn't forgive all the things Nagito had done. It's what I'd been believing. But still.
You and I are a lot alike. You've had your brain messed with too. That's why you understand my feelings. I felt that from the start. I don't feel the unique aura that exists in those who have talent from you. You only detect the scent of a miserable bystander. Just like me.
That may be so, but I'm not miserable. I'm different from you.
Seems that there's no one who's willing to inherit my soul. I have no parents, no siblings, no relatives. Not even friends or acquaintances. Because of my self-righteous thoughts, everyone distanced themselves from me. I was fine with that while I was still healthy. But it's quite lonely to die alone. Now that I'm on the verge of death, I finally realized what I wanted all along. Somebody's love.
You.
I read a book about something like that the other day.
Huh?
It was right of me to cite a book written for the masses. Thanks to that, I was able to gain your empathy.
Yeah, you did. For an Hajime.
Yeah, I'm satisfied now.
You were lying just now? No, everything you've said up to this point, all of it, it was all lies?
Have you finally decided to kill me?
Nah, I think maybe that thing about needing someone to love, that was probably a lie. Nagito has not expressed a single concern for that in the past. Everything else, though,
If you want, I'll prepare the perfect crime. Then you can kill me. And you'll be saved. Let's commit the crime together, so despair can become the foundation of hope. You can do it. I believe in you. After all, you tolerated someone like me this entire time. I'm sure a bright hope is sleeping inside you, too.
Nagito, just tell me one thing and be honest. If you didn't have your ultimate luck, what would you be doing instead?
I guess I would probably be living a peaceful life. A boring, normal life with no hope and no despair.
I see. That's all. Goodbye. I turned my back to him. As I walked away, I could hear Nagito's voice in the distance.
Don't forget, from the bottom of my heart, I am truly in love with the hope that sleeps inside you.
In the end, everything Nagito said, I don't know what was true and what was lies. But even so, there might have been a definite truth hidden somewhere in his words. If there wasn't, there's no way I could feel this mysterious bond between Nagito and me. If he does obtain the hope he wants, what is he going to do? Strangely enough, I feel like I want to see that. Whew, well, that was quite the last one. And finally, underwear. Yeah, wow, yeah, very normal. I left the area, deep in thought. Yeah,
Everyone, it's nighttime. We can get plenty of rest so you can do your very best again tomorrow. Good night.
well. Well, okay. I was gonna do that, but we'll look at the report card and look at his underwear first. Alright. Report card. Trance. What does your skill do, Nagito? I'm truly in love with the hope that sleeps inside you. How do I know anything he said was true or not? What will happen if he ever gets the hope he desires? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe if he gets his hope, that's like his end point. It's when he expires. Even low combos would increase the tempo. That really doesn't seem that good, to be honest. Yeah, Nagito. What a fucking character. Jesus. Oh, there we go. Every single present under the sun. Nagito's favourite boxer shorts. Even when the laundry got soaking wet from a sudden rainstorm, this pair of lucky underwear was the only thing that stayed dry. Well, isn't that nice? So, I'm going to take a quick drink, and then yeah, it's time for top 3, bottom 3. But, okay. One last thing on Nagito. I like those. I did like those free time events. They were ones that I thought were necessary, but not necessary to the main story. You know, I can enjoy Nagito without those. But explaining the way he is, or not necessarily even the way he is, but explaining his ideology. Again, if you've watched the rest of the series, you know that, like, delving into ideology, like personal ideology, is something I find really interesting and really enjoy. So, to say that Nagito's appeal to me was, you know, not an understatement. So, let's do bottom 3 first. And honestly, I have no idea who the third place on the bottom 3 is. Like, genuinely, I don't know. It might be Akane? Maybe it's Peko? But the quality of free time events in this game was so good that I genuinely don't know. Again, even, well, maybe not again, but I've said throughout the game that, you know, I have a lot of problems with Danganronpa 2. But the free time events were really solid. And that holds true. Pretty consistently, I'm not gonna lie. You know who the bottom 2 are. You know who they are, because I've said it again and again and again. But I don't know who the third one would be. Even Akane and Peko, who I think would probably be the next ones up, still had good free time events. Honestly, I think it might be my personal bias against them. Like, I don't really like Akane or Peko that much. So I think that was probably, like, lowering them on the scale a little bit. But, genuinely, the free time events in this game are so good, I don't know who I would put there. I'm gonna say Peko, just because I wish we had a little bit more, and I think her free time events are really emblematic of an issue with hiding the true nature of a character behind a plot twist that's only, you know, that's not like the Nagito plot twist, where his entire personality is different, but he's there for the whole game. Peko's entire personality is different from, you know, in the second half of the Class 2 trial, and then she's gone. She's gone, and she's dead. And you don't really get to spend time with that Peko. Whereas Akane, you know, because she survives all the way through, as much as I don't like her, you at least have her the whole way through, and just, you know, it doesn't really explain how she is, but, like, getting into her backstory, she doesn't you know, it's a Kane. A Kane is a Kane. You know, Peko, I said it in the Peko episode as well, that it kind of feels like Peko here was a completely different character to, say, the anime's Peko, or the Peko in Chapter 2. So whereas a Kane, it felt like it was a Kane, for the most part. I think there were some bits where it was like, okay, like the ghost thing, it was like, great, but what did this add? So, reluctantly, I'll say Peko was my third least favourite. That really means nothing, but Peko was my third least favourite. Second, I hate to say it, Sonya. These other two didn't have bad free time events. Again, the free time events in this game are really good. But Sonya's just... I didn't feel them, like, honestly. I like Sonya. I really like Sonya. But her free time events just did nothing for me, really. Like, we sort of touched on, like, a conflict that I kind of liked. With, like, Sonya's whole, oh, I'm a princess, I'm above everyone else, and I don't want to be that way. Which is, like, it's a generic sort of conflict for a princess character, but it's fine. As long as you do it well, it's okay. But then it's the indirect conflict with how Hajime treats her, and he's like, oh, Sonya, princess, during, like, oh, I bonded with Sonya a bit. And then he's also like, no, Sonya, you're a normal person to me. It's like, come on. You could have written it a bit different, guys. Come on. I don't know. There's just... Sonya's just didn't do anything for me. And honestly, that's why it did, like... I mean, there was something there, but it wasn't much. And that's why it's in my bottom two. And look, the worst ones were Teruteru's. Like, just objectively. Like, there was nothing that happened there. We got drugged. That was about it. Like... nothing in Teruteru's free time events mattered. It felt like. It, like, genuinely. Hold on. I'm about to sneeze again. Yeah, it felt genuinely like nothing mattered in Teruteru's free time events. Because I learned nothing about him. Sure, I learned a little bit about his ultimate escort siblings, but they did nothing with that. It felt like they were leading up to something. Didn't do anything with it, but it felt like they were leading up to something. What's worse is that I already don't like Teruteru that much. Like, he's a very bland version of an anime trope. And that's it. He sure does like to cook as well as be a pervert. Like, I don't know what else to do with him. Like, he sure is just there. And, like, I try to not let my feelings on the characters cloud my judgment with choosing a top and bottom three. But I already don't like Teruteru. His free time events weren't that good. Even if his and Sonya's were on the same level, I'd put him lower, purely because I like Sonya better. Like, but nothing mattered in Teruteru's. Nothing. So now let's do the top three. I think for third, yeah, this has changed. My first has not changed, actually. Well, in terms of free time events, again, like, removing this from characters, like who my favorite characters are, my favorite set of free time events hasn't really changed that much. This is sort of stuck in my head as like, yeah, these are the best ones, and they've stayed there. But the rest of the list has actually shifted around a little bit. So, God, they are all so good that they're really like neck and neck for me. But I think third, I'm gonna give to Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko's were really sweet. They weren't complicated, but they did what I feel a couple of the other ones were trying to do, but better. Like having each event be its own little extra piece of information about him without carrying on like a progressive narrative, I guess, which is kind of what I felt like they were doing with Mikan, for instance. Like you had a progressive like story with her. No, not exactly like that, but do you get what I mean when I say that? Like it felt like there was development over a thing there, like individual, whatever. Stop talking about Mikan. With Fuyuhiko, like I don't know. It's hard to say. They were good. They were cute. They developed the little bits of his personality and his development that didn't have to be touched on in the main story. Like, they did everything a good free time group should do. On a base level, at least. Because, like, there was nothing too complicated, but Fuyuhiko was well done enough in the main story that I don't think they had to be. So, my number 2... I'd hate to say it's Nagito. So it's not Nagito. Yeah, no. Honestly, they are all real fucking good. Nagito's a real contender for the top 3. As is Mikan, as is Kazuichi, but sorry. I'm gonna have to give number 2 to Gundam. I really, it's been a while, so Gundams aren't as fresh in my mind as the other ones, but I did really like Gundam's free time events as the sort of free time events that were just, let's talk about their talent, let's talk about their passion, and let's also look a little bit into their personality. Because again, it's nothing that deep with Gundam, really. You can get something deeper from it, but it's nothing like crazy complicated. I will say though, everyone in this game is really fucking lonely. Like, really, really lonely. Like, what? Nagito, Byakuya, Gundam, Fuyuhiko, to an extent Chiaki, Sonya, Hiyoko, Mikan, Peko, and again to an extent Ibuki. All of them had themes of intense loneliness in their free time events. Like, good God. Yeah, no, like, another thing that I really liked about Gundams is that he actually felt like he was friends with Hajime by the end. And I've complimented this through in a couple of other free time events. To actually accomplish that is very important. And a couple of times it just didn't feel like they did. Like in Nagito's, yeah, I didn't feel like Hajime and Nagito became friends. Which I think is a good thing, right? Like, it ended on, it's a mysterious bond, rather than we have a strong or a deep bond. Because I think that's it. Hajime understands Nagito, but they aren't really friends. But yeah, I will say, Hajime himself had some very good moments in a couple, the last ones of these. Like, with Byakuya, Ibuki. I wish he'd said something to Mikan, but with Mikan... Yeah, Kazuichi too. Yeah, Gundams. I know I didn't really talk about Gundam himself that much there, but I did. Gundams were really good. Gundams were really good. I think they did the whole friendship thing probably the best. Again, I'm probably biased in saying that because I like Gundam so much, but yeah, I think Gundams was the best there. So okay, look. Number 1's no surprise. It really shouldn't be. Hyoko's are my favourite free time events in this game. Like, Jesus Christ. What a wonderful fucking... If Fuyuhiko and Gundam are the best examples of their respective styles of free time events, Hyoko's are the just undoubtedly the best ones for looking at a character, analysing the way they are, or why they are the way they are, and dissecting why they are the way they are. Like, I don't think I came out of a set of free time events understanding a character better than I did with Hyoko's. Like, Mikan's, pretty close. Nagito's, I mean, it's different, but in the same vein. But honestly, I think Hyoko's surpasses both of them. Like, I think you can put Byakuya in that same category. But I just don't think Byakuya's is complex enough of an issue, you know? It's... Basically what I'm saying is, I subjectively think that Hyoko's are more interesting as like a personal problem and a personal growth than Nagito, Mikan, and Byakuya's. That is essentially what I'm saying. Yeah, honestly, I don't have much more to say about it than that. They were just fantastic. Like, I really liked Hyoko. You know that I love the shithead characters in these games. But, like, it added something else to that in a similar vein to what they did with Toko. Like, they added an extra little summon to that character that I already really liked to make them even better. And again, it's not because Hyoko isn't my favorite character. I like Gundam more than Hyoko, for example. But I probably like Fuyuhiko. Well, I think Fuyuhiko and Hyoko are about neck and neck for me. But, you know, like what can I say? Hers were just so good. But yeah, like, almost everyone's in this game were top-notch. The heroes were adorable. Ibuki's were so much fun. Chiaki's had really nice foreshadowing. Other than that, not much. She's barely above Akane, I'm not gonna lie. But they were still nice. Nekamaru's were nice. I really liked Kazuichi's. He's definitely an honorable mention. I'm pretty sure I said that right. Yeah. That's it, guys. That's Danganronpa 2. And now we'll talk about that scheduling for a second. So, for you guys, next week is not going to be V3. It's going to be Danganronpa If. I've already recorded Danganronpa If. As I said at the beginning of this series, I recorded it before I did this for pretty much no reason. I'm honestly not really sure why I did that, but I did. So that's going to come out. And then, I'll probably split into 5 episodes, maybe 4. Because I'm assuming, well, not assuming, I'm going to put those out no matter what the schedule normally is. I'm going to put those out on weekdays. So I'll probably do it in 5. If not, I'll just leave it as like one huge video, I guess. I don't know. I feel like that'd be a bit much though. It's like 4 hours. So yeah, that'll be the entirety of next week will be just Danganronpa If, and then following that week will be Danganronpa V3, which I'm going to record tomorrow. Oh, I'm very excited for that. Very excited. So, yeah, this is the end of our journey with Danganronpa 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling me how, I don't know, much my opinions are bad, I guess. But yeah, I won't see you guys in the next game, because technically Danganronpa If is part of this game. But, this is the end of Danganronpa 2. So, goodbye to this cast, and goodbye to you if this is where your journey with me is going to end. But for everyone else, until next time, goodbye.